In this video, I want to talk to everybody about using safe-assign to ensure that all the quotes, all the work that you've done to collect information for your paper, all the research you've done is properly cited and annotated in your paper itself. If you don't do this, you can be accused of plagiarism, which is a very serious offense in any setting, any writing setting, but especially in the academic world, because what you think and what you write are really represent yourself. And so to borrow an idea from someone else and not to give them credit for it is wrong and is called plagiarism. This even distills down to the paraphrasing level. Whether you have someone's ideas in direct quotes, you always need to give them the citation immediately after it and a corresponding entry on your works cited page. But even if you're paraphrasing someone's idea, if you've read something that someone else has written and you're paraphrasing it in your paper, you need to give them the citation because that wasn't your idea, it was theirs. And that's where we want to focus. A tool that you have in all of my classes is safe-assign. When you upload a paper, it gets run through an analysis tool called safe-assign, and it compares it to all of the words on the internet and every other paper that's been submitted through it. And it will flag for you where you may have forgotten to give someone credit where credit is due. What you're going to do is come into, after you've uploaded your assignment, come in and click on the safe-assign section here, and you'll see that this opens up. I'm using a student's paper from a previous class, and she's given me permission to use it, so I want to thank Ms. Cutler for giving me permission to use it. You're going to click on View Originality Report, and in here it will now look at all of your words, and it's scanning all of your words, and it will highlight where you have text that has already been used on the internet. Now in Ms. Cutler's paper, the only things that she's used are these citations, and those are going to match, of course, because other people are using those same citations. So that's a fine place to have these highlighted sections, okay? However, if in Ms. Cutler's work up here, there was a highlighted section, if you see any of your work highlighted, that's safe-assign telling you, hey, you need to make sure that this is credited, that you give the citation, meaning the credit, to the original author. So if you see in your safe-assign report highlighted sentences, it means that you haven't given this citation. Do you see how Ms. Cutler has used this citation there for this paraphrase that she has in her first paragraph? So you want to make sure that whatever of this in your text is highlighted. Maybe you've forgotten to put the quotes around it and put the citation in, or maybe you thought that you don't have to do that when you're paraphrasing, but you absolutely do. It's so important that every word that you write is your own. You can use other people's work to substantiate and prove your ideas, but you must give them credit, else you'll be plagiarizing. So that's one of the most important things that you can learn as an academic writer is put your grand ideas together, but give credit to the other ideas that you're using and the authors of those other ideas. And that's what academic writing, it's one of the key elements of academic writing.